Dating in today's world is hard enough, but add something like irritable bowel syndrome to the mix, and the experience can be downright painful. But now there's a new app for that. It's designed specifically for those with digestive issues, and we have the founder, Phil, joining us via Skype. Phil, I love that you did this. What made you want to create this particular app?
Well, I've suffered myself with IBS for about 19 years, so I know the ins and outs of socializing with IBS. It can be very difficult. Dating can be even worse. Well, hell of a lot worse, bringing the anxieties and stress of dating. Adding on to it a digestive disease is just, is terrible. I've sort of joined a lot of support groups through social media about 4 or 5 years ago, and there was a common thread. They were talking about dating and how difficult it was to date with IBS and Crohn's, colitis, and other digestive health diseases. And it sort of gave me the idea right there and then about creating this app for these people and creating a community where people could feel safe and comfortable talking about these issues through the app.
In your own personal experience while you were dating before the app, I'm sure it's very difficult. People don't understand what Crohn's is and ulcerative colitis and IBS. They just don't get it. Somebody like you has it, you understand 100%. I can see how that creates a little bit of an uncomfortable situation.
Absolutely. It's very, very uncomfortable. I mean, I've heard some through the support groups actually where people will talk about it because they are closed groups. Some really scary and some horror stories of when people go on dates. If they can't discuss it beforehand, they go on a date. I heard a story where there was a first date. One of the people on the date had to disappear to the restroom. Maybe had eaten something that didn't agree with them, and spent 20 minutes in the restroom. Had come back to the dining room, and their date had left.
And for our viewers, irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, is a condition characterized by abdominal pain, constipation,
bloating,
diarrhea, and bloating as well. It affects in the United States about 25 to 45 million people. So this is a pretty common disorder. And so I think your point is well taken that there can be all sorts of dating situations. I know you also mentioned on your interview another situation of a woman or someone with tremendous anxiety about that first overnight date and the ensuite bathroom. So I think there are a lot of aspects, if you don't have any digestive issues or bowel issues, that you don't even think of alongside the other anxiety of dating. This is such an innovative and interesting idea.